Welcome back, everyone, to the King Jesus Speaks podcast. Today we have Ava Grace.
Hi.
And what was your name one more time?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, we are here.
And you're the host?
I'm the host, I guess. Yeah.
You guess.
I guess.
Your
I
name
guess
is,
I'm the.
Your name
My
is?
name is Marcus.
Your name is Marcus.
Yes.
Yes, this is Marcus.
Yeah, I'm Marcus Sergopoulos.
He's Marcus Sergopoulos.
That's right. Yeah, and I would say Ava Grace is our Memphis rep here in the city of Memphis, obviously. And so yeah, so right now we're kind of interviewing Sierra, and so we will. I don't know you really at all, and I've heard a little bit about your story.
Yes.
I've heard a little bit about like what God's been doing in your life, but I don't really know anything at all at the same time. And so please
No pressure, huh?
yeah, no pressure at all. So yeah, like just tell us about your story, like where are you at now? Where were you? And just like what happened?
Well, now obviously I'm not in jail anymore. Praise God. But
Great. That's a great start.
Currently, I've found like a really good job, so I'm working as a server in Bartlett, and this job is great. I get to meet new people every day, and I get to spread the word a little bit, and that's exciting for me. Because I didn't realize until now, like, I'm actually quite the people person.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
My story, gosh, is so long. I spent so many years in drug addiction and homelessness, and it kind of started in my 20s when I met a guy. I thought he was someone that he obviously wasn't, and it was just like really I was just looking for someone to love me, and obviously I didn't know that like Jesus is the one that gives it all to you, but I was looking for it in a person, and in the wrong person who lied to me, and ultimately that led to me getting addicted to drugs. I'm not even from Memphis. I'm from Washington State.
Really? Wow. So how did you end up here in Memphis?
So we were supposed to be starting over, but I guess we just weren't really in like the right mindset. And there was a friend of mine that I'd known for many, many years, and he had a really bad habit of like, oh yeah, I'll help you. You come down here and do this, this, and this, and then he would bail out like 2 weeks later. Yeah. And I should have known better, but I was like, yeah, let's do that. And so I traveled all the way down here. I was actually supposed to be in Mississippi, and we were supposed to be getting clean, and it just didn't quite happen like that. Like when we started to, and the detoxing was like terrible, and then we actually Googled like, where can you find like drugs? Where's like the closest place you can find drugs, right?
Wow.
And Google told us Sycamore View and Shelby Oaks Road.
Wow.
So we came there. Yeah. It wasn't hard to find.
Wow.
It certainly wasn't. Yeah.
Just right there on Google.
Yeah.
Right there.
Google.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Google. Yeah. And gosh, I don't even know where to like go with this.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
and like the addiction started in Washington. I got really sick. I had a blood infection. It nearly killed me, and that didn't stop me. And when we ended up down here, we switched from, using what we were using to what was popular down here. And gosh, it just like, it was terrible. When you're going through stuff like this, like, you just systematically like lose everything. So I had like a really good job. I've been to college, and I lost all of it. We had a car, we lost that. Like, homelessness, not pretty. It's not fun, and it's definitely not something to joke about. And I can't even begin to tell you guys like how many times I've almost like died. And this would be easier if you ask questions. I don't know where to go with this.
You're doing great. No, you're doing great. So at what point, where did Jesus come in? Like, did you ever believe in God before all this happened, or?
When I was a kid, my grandma would like try to drag me to church, but it never really was something that stuck with me.
Yeah.
I guess maybe in like the back of my mind, I always wanted to believe that there was somebody higher than me, but it was always like, only if you help me out in this situation at this time.
So it was like transactional.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I've been like in and out of jail, and it was always like, I think somebody came in and they were saying something about God, and like, you should pray to him, and I tried it, and he got me out of that situation, right? But it just never really like fully clicked for me until I met like Timothy and all these great people, and then I ended up going to a rehab called the Warrior Center.
Yeah.
And
we know the Warrior Center. Yeah,
like,
they're awesome.
The time that I spent there, like, even it just like like give you a whole lot of Jesus there.
Yeah.
A whole lot of it, and
full
like
dose, right?
suddenly like all these things are getting so much better, you know, like, and like, you know, I'm feeling a whole new type of love that I'd never felt before in my entire life, and now suddenly like I'm happier, and like all these other things that I thought like certainly mattered, you know, like mattered to me, like suddenly just don't matter anymore.
Wow.
That's so
You
good.
know.
So was this like almost like I've met or I've heard of people who said like they had an overnight transformation where they were addicted to a bunch of things and God just delivered them, or was this more of like a elongated process for you? What did that look like? Were you like resistant to the gospel at first? Like what was that process?
Not really resistant to the gospel, but like anybody in addiction, like it's a process to get out of. See, like for me, like going to the Warrior Center, I'd already been in jail before then for 3 weeks, so like I was already detoxed out, and I was ready to go back.
Wow.
I was, until somebody came to me and like begged me, just give me one night, just give me one night, you know. And I mean, it certainly wasn't an overnight process for me. Like it wasn't until, you know, the first time I went up to the altar at church, and I was like, God, help me, can you take these things from me? That, you know, it almost felt like a big weight had been lifted off of my shoulders, you know, like there was no more cravings, there was no like thinking about going back and doing these things. It wasn't overnight, you know, but it did take
So you have to
some
walk,
time.
walk these
of
things,
course,
right?
yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good. And so when that guy was like, just give me one night, was that like to go to church or something?
So I was just getting out of jail, and she had been waiting for me outside of the jail, waiting for me to come out, and I was ready to go back to Sycamore View, which is where I was homeless at. To my ex, my now ex, was then boyfriend, and I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I don't know. I just kind of sat back and I mean, like, maybe I have all these things that I need to go back and get, or maybe I need to say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, and she's like, just give me one night. You know, I'll go get, you know, we'll go get some food, some clothes. You'll get to sleep in a bed. You'll be warm for the night, and then you won't have all these worries. And then Tim has these talks, and they're very serious talks. He's like, the next day, he's like, I'll take you back, but
Take you back to Sycamore?
yeah, he's like, I'll take you back, but I'm not staying to pick you back up. Like, this is how it's gonna be. Like, you either stay here and you do adult things, or I take you back and that's it, you know. And I don't really even know what led me to the choice of just staying with him. He's like, you know, we can go and we'll go do normal people things for the day. You know, so I just followed him to, you know, around to work and everything. But you know, I was so tired. And there's so many times where like I wanted to, but then there was always a reason behind it. Like, I'll go if you go, you know, kind of thing. Or I'll go if we get the dog somewhere where, you know, he'll be safe. Yeah. And then I won't have to worry about it, you know. And it was.
So is that your dog?
Yeah, he's with an adopted family now. But
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was between me and my boyfriend. It was like, well, I'll go to rehab when you go to rehab, so we go together, you know, so nobody's alone, or he'll go if I go, kind of thing. And that was always just like the excuse between us, like, I'll go if you go. And then like obviously there was someone that kind of just interfered, and that helped me in so many ways to like see, you know, like I feel like I'm so stuck. Like I felt so stuck. I didn't know what to do. You know, my boyfriend, he was abusive. He wasn't the best person in the world, and like I've been like in my head I was thinking of, you know, for like the longest time, like, how do I leave him, because it like the abuse was so bad, it felt like there was nothing without him. Like I would not be able to survive, I wouldn't be able to do this and this if he wasn't there with me through it all. And so yes, it took some intervention to get there.
Yeah, so can you go a little bit more into like what it was like in that season where you were really struggling with homelessness and all, and like that process you were walking through, and like for people who maybe like either going through this or even walking out of it, like what would you want to share with them, like how Jesus really helped you get from that, and just like can you just like go into more of that?
So like what it was like being homeless, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like one of the worst times of my life. But so you basically I personally lived in the woods in a tent with my boyfriend and my dog, and like it's not very sanitary. I don't even know how to describe it. Like I don't even know what to say, you guys.
It's okay.
You're living in a tent. It's not even a building, so there really is no like actual safety for you other than, sleeping inside of this, obviously like a cloth covering. Memphis is a really bad place, and there's dangerous people every day. At one point when I first moved to Memphis, I was walking down the street and there's like 2 blacked out SUVs with guys hanging out the windows with guns and shooting at each other. Like it's not like it's not a safe place, and there's pedophiles and there's drug dealers, and I've even been through like prostitution just trying to survive. A lot of the money that I used to make, there's people fly signs. I was one of those people. Like I would fly signs on the corner asking people for money or any like food, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's
hard. Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
hard, and and then on top of that, like getting like medical like aid and stuff, especially for someone like me, because I didn't smoke. I shot up, so I used needles, and when people start to put stuff into the drugs, like your body has like a reaction to that.
Yeah.
So me personally, it was like, I don't want to get like too descriptive.
Yeah, no, yeah,
it would like burn away. Yeah. It would like burn away the flesh on where I was, shooting up at. So I'd have like what essentially looked like I walked through fire.
Wow, that's good.
And getting medical aid is not easy. Like they have like the needle exchanges, and they have people come out and they'll look at your things and they'll wipe Neosporin on it, put a Band-Aid on it, and like that's the most that these people can do for you. And that alone like sucks, because it hurts, and then like, there's no guarantee like that's going to help, and for me like it didn't. It got worse, and it would get worse. Like do you know what cellulitis is?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
So it's almost like I don't even know how to really explain it, but it's like a type of infection, and it'll make your skin like really red, and it'll swell really big, and there's chances like you can lose limbs and stuff.
Wow.
I had that in my leg at one point, and then I had it in my breast, and then just like, and trying to get to the hospital and stuff, like transportation is not easy down here, and there's not a whole lot of people that are willing to help you get to and from, even if it's like an emergency, and even if you did, like, you don't have insurance, so most people just don't want to go to the doctor, and that's me. Like even today, like I still like doctors are not my thing, Yeah. And so that's always difficult too. And there's people that are dying out there because of just like simple infections. And I'm lucky today to even have my life. Like not only did I have that blood infection, but I had an infection in my breast, and I could have not only just lost it, but my life as well.
Yeah.
Like these things are just like so bad, and like looking back on it now though, there's so many places where you can see Jesus was there.
That's actually what I was going to ask you.
So many places where you can see Jesus is there, and he helped you through those things. Like, just like even something as simple as like walking down the street and a car accident happens, and you just come like this close to getting hit, and suddenly you had like the urge to move a couple inches to the left, and you look back at it and you're like, that had to have been Jesus. There's no other way,
Wow.
That's crazy.
Can you tell us some of those stories? Like, do you have any like that come to mind?
I think the biggest one for me was the last time I overdosed. So this one is like, it's really vivid to me, and there's not like a whole lot going on here, but like I will remember this for the rest of my life. It was the last time I overdosed, and I know that I was dead. I know that I was dead, and it was just nothing but black, but it was scary. Like I just hear, I don't even know if it was actually saying any words, but just like, get up. Get up.
Wow.
Like you felt it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And there was nobody in the woods around me. Nobody was there when it happened. And then suddenly my friend, like my best friend Nate, he's not with us anymore, but he was over me and he had Narcan me, and he was crying. Like he wasn't actually saying any words. He was just crying. And I said, when I woke up, I was like, were you saying for me to get up? He said, no, like I couldn't even get any words out, but I just knew that there was this presence in there.
Wow.
and and it was just telling me to get up.
Mm.
But I know like it was so
Wow.
dark, and he's like, it was almost like he was trying to show me like, this is what it's going to be for you if things don't start to change.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, I'm
Yeah.
about to start crying.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Me too.
No, wow, that's incredible. And so,
Won't he do it?
have you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Any other stories like that? Like,
What was like the first time that you had something like that happen and you thought, man, was that like Jesus? Was that God? Like, was that
like
something
the seeds
else?
getting planted.
Like, yeah.
Like I was saying, just so there was this. It was a car accident. We were walking down Sycamore
wow.
View. Me and my boyfriend were, and it was like behind us, you know, and it's like impossible to have caught in my peripheral. But there was this thought in my head like, hey, grab his shirt and like walk over to the left or whatever for a couple of inches, and I just barely managed to grab him by the back of his shirt and pull him out of the way before a car hit.
Oh my gosh.
And I
Wow.
and it was behind us, so there's
Oh my
no way
God.
I caught that in my peripheral. And I was
Yeah.
just like,
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
And so, looking back at all of that now, how has that like really helped you like grow your faith in that? Like, and what does your relationship with Jesus look like right now after everything
Yeah.
you've walked through?
So I mean, it's stronger than it's ever been. I could say that
So
much
good,
because
yeah.
you know, like I didn't really have a relationship with him before any of these things, but definitely like looking back at all these instances where I could have died or things could have went like really really bad for me. I mean, like even like there was this one time I think my boyfriend had made somebody angry, like the wrong person angry, and he
Yeah.
was in a gang, and this guy puts a gun to my head and he pulls the trigger and it doesn't go off.
Are
And
you serious?
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
Whoa.
so it just
Oh my
I mean, like,
gosh.
and I guess it didn't really register in my mind because I was like, you know, I was so high. So, at that time, but now looking back at things like that,
Mm.
it's nothing but Jesus, and obviously he has a
Mhm.
plan and a purpose for me, and
Yeah.
yeah, like my relationship with him now is like really strong because I remember all of these things that happened to me, and it's like nothing but God could have gotten me out of that situation. Like not by my, like there's no way that I could have,
Yeah.
you know, saved myself from these things. Like,
Yeah.
and it wasn't that I was necessarily crying out to him at this time, but obviously he feels like there's something better for me to be doing, and there's something great, and he has something. I know that he has something great planned for me, and that's Esther
Wow.
4:14 is my favorite verse, just in
Yes.
case anybody wants to know.
Yes.
Well, so
we do want to know.
what is it?
It says, perhaps this is the moment for which you have been created.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And a lot of people like they're distressed or distraught or depressed about these things that happen to them, but in that verse, like it just gives me so much comfort because all of these things that I have gone through, that I've experienced, and that I've done, it's all for a reason. It is.
Oh my gosh. And you know, those stories, like the little stories that like
Mhm.
we're talking about right now, like those are gonna help so many people. Like that's genuinely like, wow, like he was there the whole time, like I'm protecting you. Like
Mhm.
I protected you from all those things. That's so cool. Just amazing. But yeah. Tell us about like when was your like big like, well, if there was, like
Mhm.
come to Jesus moment? Like when was it like time to turn this around? Like, or was it more just like little, like all those little times piled up over?
I think it was honestly that last time that I overdosed.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
like the one where like, okay, I need to do something else
Yeah.
because if I don't, then I'm really gonna die this time.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was like kind of the almost last chance feeling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Wow. And so what does life look like right now for you?
Oh, so good.
Gucci.
Okay.
Yeah, what was the story we were talking about for that?
We
We
lost
got
it.
rudely interrupted.
Even what I was doing like before drug addiction, you know, I had all this money, you know, I was making good money, and I went to college and I did this and this. Like even that doesn't feel as fulfilling as what I'm doing now.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
So you didn't have Jesus at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And I feel so much happier. Like the doctors, they diagnosed me with like all these things. You're laughing because you know what I'm going with this. Yeah, like, you know, they diagnosed me with all these things, and you're like, oh, you have to take all these medications, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you really don't. Like,
No.
and I feel for all these girls that feel like they have to take all these medications to find that happiness. Like,
Oh,
it's almost as bad as doing drugs. You know what I mean? Because I mean, that's
Wow.
technically that's what it is. But like,
It's
Jesus,
almost
it
like-
just makes me so happy. Like somebody commented the other day, like, do you even have bad days, Sierra? Well, no, not really. I mean, like, I
Come
guess
on.
everybody has a
Come
bad
on.
day, but like, you know, he's like, I don't ever see,
It's
you
like
don't ever
mid.
feel, yeah, like, you
It's
just,
like that.
you don't ever sound like you ever have a bad day. Like your voice is just always so cheery. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you shouldn't have seen me in drug addiction, bro. Like,
Oh my gosh, the
but
joy. of the
yeah,
Lord
like
is your
Jesus just
strength.
gives me so much joy, and
Yeah.
like it's. I mean, everybody has their down days, but like I don't ever stay there anymore. That's and that's
Wow,
where
praise
like.
God.
Yeah.
That's where like the difference really comes. It's like so many people get stuck there, and like with Jesus on my side, like I don't ever stay there. Sure, like it happens to everybody, but you know you don't have to stay there in that.
In this world, you will have trouble,
Yeah.
but I've overcome the world. That's so real. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
And so what do you do for work now?
So I'm a server at this restaurant called Pop's Comfort Kitchen.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I've
Yes.
been there. Sorry.
Yes,
Go
yeah, it's
ahead.
nice.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I love it personally.
Yeah.
It's not even just about the money and like what but it's more like it feels like such an opportunity because as you know, like a felon and having been to jail and prison, it's hard today to find a job, even one that you enjoy. And
Yeah.
I got so lucky.
Wow.
I did, and this place, it's great. And it's like the people there are all Christian. It even has like a little cross in its name, you know,
Wow.
like
Yeah.
Yeah. And the people that I serve, the people that I work with, they're all great people. And it like even I get to share my story with them, and like I guess it kind of like opens their eyes a little bit to, yeah, like you know, like not everything is peachy, and like people can be great even coming from like these things.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That's so good.
I mean, that makes me happy to hear. Like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, that just joy of the Lord is just infectious that you have now.
No,
Yes.
seriously.
Marcus.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say. So where do you see yourself in the future? Like, what do you? Sometimes I meet people who like get radically changed by the Lord, and the Lord like gives them vision or like passion or like a dream, like or even just like a calling, prophetic word. Like where do you see yourself, and what do you see the Lord using you in the future, or is it just like day by day? You know, just like.
I want to say I kind of just take it day by day, but the Lord has given me dreams.
Oh wow.
Yes. So there's one that was really distinct, and it had been happening like a little bit, like it was kind of like a radio station almost, but it just wasn't coming in clearly at first, so it took a bit. But I think just talking with some people that have a little bit more wisdom than I do, just sharing it with them, I think like he wants me to be like a psychologist or like a therapist or something.
Wow.
Yes. So it's
So
not going to
amazing.
happen
Yeah.
right now. I know
Yeah.
that much, but it is something that I would look forward to or would like to look into doing in the future.
Oh my gosh.
No, indeed.
How amazing.
Yes. Man, that's so good.
It's just miraculous, like truly. Oh my gosh, I love that story. Just everything that you've shared is just incredible. Like I can't even imagine the amount of people like working in just like a fairly small restaurant.
Mhm.
Like I can't even imagine the encounters that people have with you, and like they just talk to you and they're like, there's something different about her. Like that's, oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone who's maybe going through something similar or even just like self-worth issues and after everything you've gone through, what would be your biggest advice and for someone going through any type of trials?
Just being there personally, I know that there's not a lot of hope and everything feels like really dark. But there is help out there and there is really good places. Just advice for like how you feel about yourself and stuff, like that's gonna take work. That's just, it's gonna come with time. Like this is not gonna be an overnight thing, and it's gonna be hard, and you're gonna be tired, and you're gonna not want to do it.
Yeah.
But you have to get up every day and just
Yeah.
make the effort.
Yeah.
You know, if you can get up every day and make the effort to go fly a sign or to go do this and this,
Yeah.
like it's easy. You got
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, and it remind me of Jesus says you need to deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow me daily, right?
Mhm.
And not only like if you're in circumstances like that, like any circumstance in life, like we have to bear our cross every day, or else like we're not going to be useful for Him. We're not even going to do anything. Like even like millionaires, billionaires that like may have everything they want, everything they dream, but like they're not like laying it down before Him. It's like you know, and it's almost like you had to learn that practically in like the circumstances you walk through, and now like you're teaching that to other people every day, And so, and of any, so Tim told me to get you this hoodie. So why did you choose this one out of anyone?
So this is like this has been like a really hard thing for me, like almost my entire life. Like I've never been a people person. I didn't like people, especially in like my addiction. Like I was mean all the time. That's so real though.
True. I get that.
True though.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
oh my
I don't know,
gosh.
this just kind of feels like a reminder every day, and this comes like so much easier to me now than it ever has.
Wow.
It just serves kind of as a reminder, you know,
Yeah.
even being on the other side of drug addiction, I can't turn and look at these people that are in it and judge them for what they're going through, because I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, and I just have to love them through it.
Wow. What would you say to somebody who's been struggling or just like coming out of that? Like, what would you say is like the importance of like just really like finding like those people that help you, that have like really been like kind of that light to show you where you need to go? Like, what's the importance of just like really grasping onto those people and just like going along the ride with them and like really just tuning into that?
So community matters.
Yeah.
Community matters, and I know for a few people that I still talk to, they struggle a lot with, it's almost like they're teetering the line because they want to like go back and help their friends, and they want to do these things, or just even to stay friends with them and whatnot. But like your community matters, to keep your sobriety, to stay clean and stuff like that. Like you can't really consider them your friends anymore.
Boundaries.
Boundaries. And just kind of keep yourself with the right people. I mean, if you have people in your life that are, you know, on the right path, or in, you know, at church, whatever, just I would say to stick with them. Yeah. Sometimes it might not make any sense, and you might like think, oh my God, they're crazy, like what are they doing? But no, I mean, it might feel that way, but like once you do it, I mean, you'll see like it really does help.
It's life changing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Do you have like a verse to like give people to like hold on to, or advice on finding one, anything like that? Like,
I don't really know how you would find it. When I was at the Warrior Center, suddenly it kind of felt like I was reading the best book on earth, and I'm like, I can't believe I didn't do this before.
Wow.
And
so
good. Yeah, and it actually came to me on a sticker. So just like I want to say, like, watch out for the signs, because he's everywhere.
Wow.
You know, and my life verse actually came to me on a little sticker that someone bought. It was like a little sticker booklet they gave me for my Bible, and it was there, and I'm like, you know, it finally just clicked into place for me. So, you know, there's signs and wonders everywhere. You just have to pay attention, you know.
Yeah. So what would you say, like, now looking back and being in it, what would you say was the best help that you received? And maybe, like, you know, sometimes there's a lot of organizations that try to help people in these circumstances, but when you say like maybe they're like maybe enabling like behavior, or just not helpful at all, just like shoving like something down your throat, or like who are the people that really like brought you out of that and called you higher, and like what was the difference, and how would you
This is actually a really good question. So there was a lot of like groups of people that called themselves Christians that came out, and they tried to help, but they were shoving all these things at you and saying like Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, and it just almost felt like they were trying to shove it down your throat. And that's not helpful. I'm telling you, that it's not helpful. Like nobody wants to.
It is.
Nobody, especially someone that's in addiction, they're feeling like the whole world hates them right now. Like that's not something.
Oh my gosh.
That's not helpful at all. And I mean, what helped me the most was that yes, they were Christian, but it wasn't like they were trying to shove it down my throat. It was more like they'd have the difficult talks with you, or they, you know, like the real talks with you, like you know, I love Jesus and Jesus loves you too, but you know things are gonna have to change, and you know it was like a serious.
Those are the good ones.
Like it's a serious talk, a realistic talk. I guess would be maybe like the best
authentic.
word. And it's not like they're trying to shove all this stuff down your throat, like you need to read the Bible and then you'll be saved kind of thing. Like no, I mean there's work that you need to put in kind of thing, and other things too is like even being in that and being where I am now. Yes, everybody wants money, but money it's not exactly helpful. Because most of us, like myself, would just take that money and go buy more drugs.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you never know when that, that last time you give them money could be their last time.
Wow.
Because things were
That's
just.
a lot to
Oh
think
my
about.
gosh.
Wait. Wow.
Dang.
So you really need to be like led by the Lord, like in the person who.
It's more of like a tough love kind of thing. That's the best thing for any of them out there. Like, yes, we love you. Here's some food. Here's some clothes. But I'm not going to give you any money.
Wow.
Because that's not. I mean, it's only common sense. It should be common sense.
Should.
Yeah.
Maybe some people just don't pick up on that. But if you're handing somebody a $20 bill, that's enough to go get a sack.
Wow.
Just like.
Yeah.
Real talk.
No, yeah, seriously.
And they might say, yeah, I'm going to go get some food or anything, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being from that, that's not what we do.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
not. We will do
Wow.
absolutely anything it takes to get that money from you so that we can go get, what we really require.
Yeah. What you think you need.
Yes.
Or, yeah, of course, what your addiction is, like your cravings.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And so what are some of the other examples of like the times where like someone like stuck out to you? Like you've seen someone like maybe just give you food and they walk away, but then like maybe like Tim or whoever, like they like really impacted you, and what set that apart, like where you really felt the love of God or conviction of God, like
Wow.
shoot, I gotta lock in, I gotta like figure this stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Or is there like, more specifically, is there like a specific attribute that like patience or love or whatever, like that you saw as like a pattern for people like me who maybe never walked through something like that, but like long to help people in that situation?
Yeah.
What's like the key to actually support them? And you kind of tapped on that a little bit already.
Yeah, so I have it in my mind. It's compassion, and somebody actually, another
so
woman
good.
from a church that used to come out, and she would like give me clothes and stuff because she was bigger like me. She recently saw me at my work. She came to eat with a bunch of friends from her church, and she didn't know I was there. But
Really?
I saw her again, and she asked me this question, like, "What is compassion to you?" And I had this really long answer. I can't
wow.
really give it to you now,
It's
but
okay.
compassion,
It's okay.
no, it really, that is a really big one. But it's just like I don't even know how to describe it now. It's in my phone.
It's
Can I
okay.
read it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
can I read
please,
it? Okay.
please. Open it up. It's just crazy that you say that, because I think about, you immediately said that, and I thought about Jesus, and it wasn't that he was the most alpha male walking around. I said, no, he was full of compassion, and through that compassion, he healed us. Like he rose the dead, he multiplied the bread, and I heard someone say, like, if we just had more compassion, and you reminded me of all of this.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Follow
I
your
said
neighbor.
to her, I said, when you've struggled with addiction or homelessness, you know how heavy life can feel and how easy it is for people to look at you and only see your mistakes. Compassion is when someone sees beyond that, when they see the person, not just the struggle, because everyone is fighting battles others can't see. Remembering how powerful it is when someone simply cares, because I know what it feels like to need someone to believe in you when you can't believe in yourself. The same way I once needed people to meet me where I was. That's a big one. It's just meet people where they are.
Oh, mic drop. Like that's so
Yeah.
that's so good. Yeah, meeting them where they're at and using practical wisdom. Wow.
That's what Jesus did. He went low. Like, he didn't, like, there were all the religious people who were like, oh, Jesus, I want you, and blah, 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 and I need this and that and the other. And he would just be like, no, I want that one. I want her. I want them. I want the one that's, in the dirt, struggling, has several husbands, whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's
a lot
so
of
many
people don't
stories
see
like
that either. It's like, how could Jesus possibly love me, because this is where I'm at, And I think that's the biggest thing that's like misconstrued, or people like heavily misunderstand, because that doesn't matter to him. Like there was this saying, it's like something we might not be qualified, but you are to Jesus, or something like that. And it's just because like all these things, they qualify you to help people that are in similar situations, and that's all he wants.
Yes.
Like, that's the quickest and easiest way for him to get to all these other people, because they all, feel the same way that you felt.
Yeah.
Or they've been in these situations that you've been in, and nobody else can understand them like, somebody that's been through it, right?
He doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
there we go.
Yeah,
There it
that's
is.
right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I love that, just that little saying so much, because it's so true. It's just really powerful. Like, your story, your testimony is what helps so many people.
Yes.
Like, whether you see the outcome of it or not, like, planting seeds is really like the big thing. It's like the little moments, the little encounters. Like, I mean, I work in food service too, so I understand, like, it's meeting people on the day-to-day, and it's like, what can we share with them? Like, what can you show them? Like just showing them Jesus every day, and even a smile, a kind word, like a compliment, anything just helps people and plants that seed in their heart.
Another thing for people that are still in like addiction, don't force them.
Yeah.
You can't force it.
Mm.
'Cause if they're not ready, they're just going to keep going back. And
Yeah.
there's a saying that rock bottom has a basement, and people, and it's true because it's true. You
I was just like, wait a minute. What?
That's so funny.
Yeah, and it's very true. Like, people that they say they're ready, but you can kind of tell when people are ready and when they're not. And they'll be at rock bottom, sure, but rock bottom has a basement, baby, and some people just need to hit that basement before they're ready to do anything. And I was one of those people. Yeah.
Yeah. The good thing about hitting rock bottom is the only way you can go is up.
Yeah.
So if they really hit the bottom, like, that's when they're gonna know, like, man, I have nowhere else to go. This is it. If I don't keep going.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so powerful.
That's really funny. That's really funny, man. The Lord's like so proud of you. I'm thankful for you, and just like how much you've shared and your vulnerability, and just like, and sharing all of that. Like, for me, like it was even enlightening for me. Just like actually, like for me, I can have like all these perspectives. I'm like, oh, I need to blah blah blah. But like hearing you actually like walk through it all, it's like, oh my gosh, like wow, like that's really like that's the reality of it and the weightiness of it. And so do you go to a local church now? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, so I go to Memphis Tabernacle with Tim right now.
Okay, awesome.
I do go to One City Memphis. I don't know if you guys have heard.
Yes.
One City's awesome.
So I go there on Tuesdays for Celebrate Recovery. That's what they call the class, but it's more like a Bible study.
So funny.
Yeah.
So you know John and Sarah?
Yes.
Yeah, that's so funny. They're my mentors too.
Yes, great people.
Yeah,
I love them.
that's so funny.
That's awesome.
That's so crazy. We'll probably have them on this podcast. So their story is also crazy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
Like, what is the importance of finding a Bible-based church to you, and like to somebody who's also like looking, like really searching for people? Like, maybe they don't have somebody that actually like came and like showed up for them. Maybe they actually like met with the Lord and like got out of it kind of by themselves, but with Jesus. Like, what would you say is like the importance of looking for a Bible-based church, like in their area, like things to look for in a church, even like
I would just say trust your gut.
Yeah.
Trust your gut, because it will tell you. I've been in churches before that just didn't quite feel right, and if you really listen to what some of these pastors are saying, like, you'll know.
Yeah.
You will know. The atmosphere means everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, that's so true.
That's really good. And what is it right now that you have now in community that you didn't even realize that was a possibility in that season where you're just full of darkness and just addiction and whatnot? Like, what do you wish you could have like told yourself in that season? Like, there's this in store for you, and there's this type of hope and this type of love and joy.
Man, I don't even know if I can really put that into words. That, like, at that point, I just felt like nobody could believe in me.
Wow.
Everybody had given up on me.
Wow.
And I wish I just could tell myself, like, just you wait, be prepared. Someone very stubborn is gonna come for you. Just you wait. Someone very hard-headed and stubborn is gonna come for you, and he's just not going to give up.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's funny because the most stubborn person is Jesus. Like, he just won't give up on people. Like, literally, like,
because he knows what's in you. He really sees it, and when he gives somebody else the eyes to see it in you, it's like they're not going to give up.
That reminded me of
they'll get determined just to do it. Continue.
There's this one scripture. His name's Ezekiel, and he's like, God, I think it's so funny. He's like, I'm gonna make your head as hard as a stone. it's like you're gonna be so hard-headed that like you're gonna be more hard-headed than the Israelites.
a lot of context, but it's just funny. It's like sometimes God literally needs to bring someone who's just like doesn't care about like what people think. They're just like, no, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, and this is what we're gonna do.
Yes, exactly that.
It's like, I don't care about your opinions, I don't care about everyone else's opinions, like this is what God.
And it was exactly what I needed, even though at the time I was just like, this dude is on something kind of thing.
Yeah, we think they're crazy, right?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that is
that's
so
just,
funny. And so it's like that persistent love and that persistent like, no, like there's more for you, there's more in store for you. Don't
You
get
can
stuck
be
here.
better. Yeah.
With Tim, it's like, it's a little confusing sometimes. It feels like, I don't know if he's hating on me or if he's loving me right now. Like, what's happening?
That's so funny.
That's so real.
That's so funny.
hilarious.
That's so funny. So like that was like a group of people that were just like loving on you in that season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was the tough love that I didn't think I needed, but I definitely did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, through the divine connections, right? Like the ones where you just kind of knew. You're like, man, they're hard as a rock here. They're just gonna stay there and not
When he
move.
first came out there, he was just like, yeah, I've been through something similar than you, and you know, there's this great place you can go, and there, you know, Jesus loves you, and I'm like, you must be in a cult.
Oh my
Not
god!
quite.
I mean, these are the thoughts that we have.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like so depressed and down and just looking at yourself in the worst way, and you see other people who are genuinely happy and just enjoying their lives and want to love on you, and you're like, these people are crazy. They're nuts. What are they? What are they on? Anyways, yeah.
And so after that like initial encounter, what happened after that? Like, did he like show back up and kind of keep saying the same thing over and over again? And
Yeah, so before I ever actually decided to like actually get out, Tim had been coming out there for years. And you know, he's just doing his thing, you know, handing out food, he went into the woods, handing out pizza, just this happy guy. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but okay.
It's so funny, it's like DoorDash?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so he's been coming out there for
So
years,
funny.
and I mean his message was almost always the same, but
Wow.
in different ways, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, he definitely knew how to talk to people too, like not just me, but like the other people too, because the people that are actually from Memphis, like you kind of have to get down on their level when you're talking to them, and they have like their own language out here.
It's
I don't
true.
know if you
Yeah, no,
understand
it's
what I'm
true.
saying.
Yeah.
Like they
Yes.
do,
That's
like
just funny.
you gotta talk to them, like they'll talk
Yes.
to you, otherwise
Yeah.
they're not hearing a word you're saying.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so true. Yeah, I think about how Paul says he becomes, I forget how he says it. He basically is like, I try to be like to relate to anyone that I can, so that I can win some. And like like you said, it's so important to. Even if we all speak English, it's like doesn't mean we all like, especially this new generation with all the slang. God,
Yes.
It's like every week, it's like every week something's new. I'm just like,
Yeah.
bro, it's crazy.
And in Memphis, like I'm from Memphis, so I've seen like it's just like we have our own language down here, and like everywhere is different, but like in Memphis it's like really different, and you're like man, what did I just walk into? It's like a whole nother state on its own.
Yeah.
But
Memphis, Maine.
exactly.
I'm from
all the ways
California originally,
yes.
and so I was just like, no, there's like this billboard sign that my friend was telling me is like said, use your head, don't lose your head, Maine, like MANE. I was just like, it's like what?
I've seen that. Yeah.
I never saw that.
And I'm over here and I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like that's the billboard, you know.
Maine, like Maine the state. I'm just
No,
kidding.
not Maine the state.
That's so funny. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up. So, if there's anything else that you would want to share, like if there's anything that you would want to leave with this generation, anything that you would want someone listening that's like is like hearing everything you're saying and they're like, I don't know, like is it really, like is that true, like what would you want to leave with someone if this is the only chance you had to communicate to them?
Ooh, that's a big one.
I know, right?
Like,
No pressure. No pressure.
Look them in the eyes and just like picture that. I guess.
No, the only thing that really comes to mind for me, and I know like it doesn't sound very comforting at first, but like Esther 4:14. There's a lot of comfort in that. There really is. Everything that you're going through, everything that you've done, he loves you anyways. And once you come to him, it's like forgotten.
Wow.
You know, and There's so much joy in Jesus. There really is. And it might not feel like you'll ever feel that way again, but you will. It just, if you want it for yourself, then he wants it for you too. Yeah.
Wow. That is so good.
Should we, to close out, should we like pray together for the person that may be on the other end of the screen?
Go for it.
Go for it. All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lord Jesus, we come to you right now, and we bring whoever's maybe watching or listening to this right now. We just pray your special blessing over their lives, that they would just really come into whatever it is that you have for them, whether it's a random encounter where they're like, oh my gosh, that was Jesus. There could have been no one else in that situation to save me there, but it was Jesus, it was you, Lord. Just show them those so clearly. And God, I just pray whatever you have for them, that it would just be stirred up in their hearts, that they would just long for you. They would have just a great desire for you, and to really seek your face, Lord. We pray that you would give them the tools, the tangible, real help that they need. Put the people in place in their lives that they need to connect with, to whether it's get them out of a situation or turn their situation completely around. To just continue to move them forward in the calling that you've already placed them in, God. Whether they're chasing you full force or they're on the edge, Lord, we pray that you just bring them in, bring them closer to you, and just draw them in, Lord. And yes, Jesus, just be with them.
Jesus' name?
Jesus' name?
Jesus' name.
Did you have anything you wanted to say? Or pray?
Yeah.
Not really prayer, but I do have this thought, like, even though you get on the other side and you're clean and you're doing the right thing, that doesn't mean the hard stuff stops.
That's so
wow.
Yes, there's still going to be stuff that you have to work on. It's not like a magical moment where everything is suddenly all the way better. There is still going to be hard and difficult things that you have to do, especially if you've gotten in trouble with like the law or whatever. Those are still things that you have to take care of.
Consequences,
like,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there is still consequences for every action that you've taken, and I mean so like the hard stuff doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Just yes, that's all.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Oh, my
that was so
goodness.
powerful. Seriously. And I think we're just gonna wrap up here. And
Thanks for watching, listening,
yeah.
tuning in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Bye.